Okay, this is Dr. Sule, and today we'll be looking at the lyrics Trap Queen. Really catchy hook, really catchy bridge. All summer was, being played everywhere. So what does Trap Queen mean? First of all, even before I go into Trap Queen, obviously it was a song by Fetty Wap, and we all know the 1738 bit. But anyway, Trap Queen basically refers to, you could say, a female partner in the drug trade, or a trap queen could be a female drug dealer herself. Now, in the context that Fetty Wap uses it, Fetty Wap's character is in a relationship, so she could be either a fellow drug dealing partner or a drug dealer herself, really. So I'm going to focus on the bridge and the hook because a lot has been written on it in Rap Genius, but I'm going to be focusing more on the pharmacological issues and probably a bit about the trade. So it says, I'm like, hey, what's up, hello. So this is Fetty Wap's character basically speaking to his girlfriend saying, I just want to chill, got a sack for us to roll, which basically refers to rolling up a joint, smoking some cannabis. Now it says, married to the money, introduce her to my stove. So basically, here, Fetty Wap's character has introduced his girlfriend to the stove, and it basically describes in the next lines basically how the crack cocaine is formed from powdered cocaine. So, with powdered cocaine mixed with baking soda and whipped. And remember the OT Genesis where it says, I'm in love with the cocoa, and there's a section there where it goes, whip it, whip it, whip it. So it's whipped to ensure that when it's heated, you basically have an even distribution of heat, so you can basically get the crack rock produced. Okay, there are other podcasts and other things about crack cocaine, so I won't go there that much. So it says, she might trap queen, let her hit the bando. So it talks about a trust he has with his trap queen, that he actually allows her to go to the abandoned warehouses. So bando, you could interpret that as being a reference to abandoned warehouses, really. And for someone to go to an abandoned warehouse, they really need to be in on the drug deal. So I'm going to go to the hook now, and it says, I get high with my baby. I just left the mall. I'm getting fly with my baby, yeah. Now this is interesting. Do we interpret that as being reference to the cannabis they smoke, which makes you high? Or do we make reference that maybe they're breaking Tony Montana's law, Tony Montana from Scarface, and getting high on their own supplies? But let's say we go with the latter point, that they're smoking the crack pipes. What does crack cocaine do and powdered cocaine? They're called stimulants. So examples of stimulants would be methamphetamine and amphetamine. And these are drugs that cause a surge in chemicals like dopamine, noradrenaline, and cocaine is serotonin. Powdered cocaine can be used with alcohol where it forms coca-ethylene, so the high is for much longer. And basically, they cause the high because they release dopamine. Dopamine affects the area of the brain called the nucleus accumbens, which is the pleasure center. So you get high because there's an increased surge in the dopamine binding to the pleasure center, the nucleus accumbens, and that's why they're getting high. So it's a very interesting song, and I'll stop there. Thanks.